Yes, this is the right microphone. I don't know why it changed. It does that sometimes. So as you can see, this is the entire comic. All 200 pages of it. Which is so many. I finished over the weekend the last chapter, or yesterday, I don't remember. I think it was the weekend. I finished the last chapter, which is chapter 11, around here. Chapter 10. Jesus Christ. And the thing is that there are spots where there's 2 white pages, one after the other. Today I want to put stuff in those white spots so that there aren't 2 white pages one after the other. It's probably just gonna be backgrounds, stuff that's like not important to the story, because I don't think I'm gonna go back and add them to what's already published. And that's my goal for the day, to be closer to being done with this entire first volume and have like everything together and complete. Coucou Chacha, comment ça va ce matin? Also, one thing I need to open is this one. I'm a little late, well, a lot late, because I was reading and I didn't see the time. Then I realized, oops, I completely missed the time I was supposed to start. Oh well. That's my references. Oh, actually I shouldn't have done that. Because I have, first chapter is fine, because what I want to have is one blank page. Actually I should zoom into this. At the end of the chapter, I want to have a spread that's like this, a blank page, and then the cover. And some of them, I don't have that because some of the chapters don't have the right number of pages. I think the first one is here. Yes. This is the one where they're starting to explore. So I have like a few pages where they're outside. This one, 74, is for the house and like the environment, which I would not do this way today, but oh well. I'm not gonna touch up on existing pages because then I could just redo the whole thing, and I'm not doing that. This one, they're outside starting to explore, and so for this one I want to do something that's a reminder of what's next, which is the chapter in the forest. So for this one I want to have a page that's the forest basically, with the 2 of them walking in, because we have this one where they're like starting to enter. This is the edge of the property basically, and here they're exploring, but we don't have until much later the actual forest, like a bigger shot of it. So that's what I want to do. Do I have any others? Not really. And I need one here as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is change this one so that this is a larger night sky and this panel has something different in it. Then there's this one as well, which is still in the forest. I think I want this sort of vibe for this page. But yeah, I'm actually gonna open that one just to have as a reference. And that one as well. I think this one isn't dark enough. Ok. Ça va et toi? Ça va. Un peu la fatigue. Je sais pas trop pourquoi, parce que du coup hier je me suis couchée plus tôt. Pour pas trop souffrir, mais je sais pas. La flemme. Also, you can't see, but I changed the way my Clip Studio is set up, it's a little different than it was. I have more panels that I can compress and like not show. So yes, for this one, do I make it a panel or do I make it... I think a panel would be good because the other pages all have panels and I don't want to have this one have a border that doesn't match with this, so we're gonna make a panel. Where is the paneling tool? Here. The options. Not the options, this. The problem with changing everything is that I'm not always sure where anything is supposed to be. And there's no perfect. However, I have to stop this one. Okay. I also made a new file for the second volume. I'll get started on that. Because I wanted it to match perfectly, but duplicating the file wasn't working. So I figured let's just copy the setting. So I have a sticky note with every single setting written out. And I didn't even need it. Ooh, also I forgot to post my little TikTok thing. I've been reposting my very first comic to TikTok, which I finished last year, early last year, which feels like a million years ago, and when I look at it, I'm like, oh my god. And I was so proud of it, and now I just want to remake everything because it really doesn't look up to my standards. Okay, can we have something that works? That would be very nice. I posted the prologue and everything looked fine, and then it posted and 2 of the images are cropped. Oh, well, 3 I think, and it's the ones with the text that you need to read to understand what's going on. I can't change it. It drives me insane. For the first chapter it didn't do that, which was very nice. For the second we're gonna see. I don't get why, because all my images are the same size. I made sure everything was exactly perfectly aligned, like everything was the same. And it didn't change anything. It didn't help. Oh, that's really small. But yeah, I figured I might as well repost it somewhere. It's kind of old. I haven't really been making... I made one extra comic for it this year, which was the Valentine's one, and that's it. So, we'll see. Salut Coco! Comment ça va? Okay. And that's clean enough for the sketch, I think. I've drawn so many of these. I put too many chapters in this stupid location. And I regretted it very much. That's 22. Ça va. La fatigue, la flemme, mais bon. Cet après-midi, je joue à Genshin. Alors. Il faut que je travaille ce matin. C'est quand que tu te mets à Genshin? Chacha, elle y joue déjà alors. J'aime pas trop ce type de jeu. Dommage. Je jouais sur Discord l'autre jour et j'ai convaincu mon pote Ross de s'y remettre. Donc il a commencé sa partie il y a genre 3-4 jours. Hier soir il était à Liué en train de faire la quête d'histoire de Liué. Moi je suis toujours pas sortie de mon stat. Ça va être lent. Mais normalement, jeudi... Du coup aujourd'hui cet après-midi je fais normal, mais jeudi je vais jouer plus tard. Maxence il est en conférence. Un truc super technique qui m'intéressait pas du tout. Donc je pense que j'essayerai d'avancer l'histoire principale. Et selon mes persos, j'aimerais bien essayer de commencer le Spiral Abyss. Pour voir ce que je peux faire. Je l'ai fait hier sur mon autre compte. Où j'essaye de passer le niveau d'aventure. Je suis au 45. Et pour le valider, enfin pour passer à celui d'après, il faut que je fasse une quête truc d'histoire. Enfin, truc d'histoire. Un genre de domaine mais spécifique. Niveau recommandé des personnages, 80. Bon. Et j'y étais presque en vrai. Je pense que si j'arrive à améliorer un petit peu Yanfei pour soit lui trouver une bonne arme, soit ses artefacts, ça se tente. Mais après je vais me coucher. Comme une adulte responsable. Bah comme je t'ai dit l'autre jour, hein, moi je joue à Valo quand j'ai fini Genshin. Et quand vous aurez l'air de vous amuser sur Valo. Et je t'avoue que vu comment ça se passait hier après-midi pour toi, je pense que j'ai de la marge. Je pense que j'ai vraiment de la marge. J'aurais fini Genshin avant. Je vais peut-être acheter Stray, le jeu que j'ai. Oh, trop bien! Ça a l'air très mignon en vrai. J'ai vu passer sur TikTok un jeu qui ressemble de ouf à un autre que j'ai qui s'appelle Apico, où t'as des petites abeilles, c'est trop mignon. Et je pense que c'est les mêmes gens qui le font parce que ça a vraiment exactement le même style graphique. Un truc un peu similaire mais avec des grenouilles. Ça a l'air trop mignon. J'adore les grenouilles. Mais déjà, Apico, faut que je le mette sur ce PC. Parce que je l'ai acheté à Noël quand j'étais chez ma maman. Du coup, il est sur le PC portable. Je n'ouvre jamais. Vu que si j'ai plus de 2 onglets à la fois dessus, c'est la mort. Qui me parle? Hein. is not right. I wasn't expecting so many of the chapters to be affected, but okay. I think that's enough details for the front. I'm just gonna add more trees in the back. Also, okay. And one more here. That works now. Oops. The longest part, the coloring. At least it's only just flats and not any actual coloring. For this one at least. Not so sure about the others. won't match perfectly with some of the pages around it, but close enough. Oh my god. This one, I think a darker color could be nice. No idea what my thought process was for picking the colors when I was doing this. So also, one thing that took me ages for the other comic, I made it before I changed my computer, which is fine. It was finished, so I didn't really have to touch anything. Like, it was a complete file. However, the font for all the text is called CC Astro City, and it's the regular font. And for some reason, on the other computer, it was just called CC Astro City, and on this computer, it's also called regular. So when I open the file to export the pages to a size that makes sense to put on TikTok, all the text exported as like the default Clip Studio font because it couldn't find the one I'd used. So I had to go and manually change every single line of text in every single page, which took a million years and wasn't even easy. Like, you can't just select the speech bubble and it will select the text inside. You have to select the actual text to change it, which is very inconvenient and takes a very long time, and made me go slightly crazy. But now it looks nice and clean, and I'm never changing my computer again. I need to have all those fonts installed with the exact same name. it made me really miss using InDesign, where I learned to use the guide, like the templates for the text, and you can just like have styles and change them and it will update all the text, which is very, very practical. Maybe something they'll add later though. I don't know. If it's a problem again, I just might look into auto actions to do that. I'm gonna add another gradient at the top. Just to make it look more interesting once I have all the flats. I'm not looking forward to them visiting another forest. It's gonna happen eventually, but hopefully not soon. Okay. Now. This is still so dark. So if I do this here, make those two lighter, and then at the very front is going to be very dark. I'm pretty excited to do volume 2. The only thing is, now I know I want it to be 10 chapters as well. And one of the reasons I ended volume 1 on 10 chapters is also because the 10th chapter was a really good place to stop. Like, it was a really interesting point in the story to stop. But I have to plan the next one so that chapter 20 is also an interesting point to stop. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit more planning into what happens in every chapter. And I'm hoping to do the boards for everything before I start like making the actual pages, because right now my buffer pages carry me to the end of May, which feels like it's in a very long time, but it's actually not that much, especially in terms of updates. For the vertical version, it's literally 2 updates, which is not that much. And then after that, I want to do a little announcement for the Q&A thing, because I wanted to do one. I just need to like make a little graphic for it. I considered putting it in the episode descriptions, but I'm pretty sure no one's gonna read that. And I'm probably gonna make a post on the Canvas server as well. But that won't be part of the schedule, like it'll be something more, but that doesn't count. And then volume 2. But that gives me a bit over a month to basically make all the boards and enough pages of chapter 11 to post early June. Well, in June, I guess. Which should be doable. I also spent about 20 hours on chapter 10. I didn't track all of it because some of it I was filming or streaming and I forgot, to be honest. Nope. Okay, that's pretty good. And under that we have the path. But yeah, for volume 2 I'm gonna be trying to be more regular about filming and counting the time that I spend filming. And also be careful not to have too many spoilers in the videos. I have another thing that I'm writing that is going pretty well. I'm just not sure how I want to end it. Like, what's a good point to stop for that specific story without it dragging on? But maybe I can start this one this year. Which would be pretty exciting. Okay, this one is way too light. Nope. And this one we're gonna lower a little bit as well. Okay. Okay, that seems pretty good. and now it ends on an actual page, and then the next spread is a blank page and a cover, which is perfect. That's one chapter done. I think at the end of this one as well. Yep. Because we have this. And then a blank page. There's nothing to save in these two. For this one, I just really want the night sky, which means I'm gonna edit this page for this panel to be something different, I think. This panel is probably just gonna be like a view of the room, like in the dark. It's just the two of them like this. Probably doesn't make much sense, but like this, and the light coming from the side. And this one is just gonna be the sky with the trees at the bottom, the moon here, and a bunch of little stars. Whoops. I want this one. I'm gonna do this first. This is gonna go into a folder. I'm also probably not gonna edit this in the scroll format for the episodes. It's not gonna make a big difference. So. I don't have many panels of the actual room. It's like this, but what does it prompt me to save? I haven't changed anything in there. I don't get it. I'm also not bothering with the wall. I didn't color this by hand. I used a layer and I just changed the color, but I'm not doing that. Nope, thank you. We're gonna put another bedside table here. There's another lamp. There's one here. Like this. Need to remember to charge my watch later. I always forget, and it turns off at the most inconvenient time possible. I think it's conspiring against me. Does this have? Yes, it does have a base. It's fine. For Mari, I'm gonna put her little hair sticking up because I think it's funny. I started drawing for them the starter pack trend thing that's been on TikTok because I think it's actually a pretty cool concept, like a little toy box. I think it's really cute. The problem is picking what to give them, because for Billy it was pretty easy. I gave her the conspiracy board that they have in the club room with like more stuff than they currently have, because for now it's a little empty. I gave her a camera and a third thing, I don't remember what, but something also like, oh yeah, a book about like demons. And it works, you know. It represents her pretty well, and it's like not too small to be a toy. And also both gave her their phones. But for Mari, I have no idea what to give her. Because for now she hasn't used much stuff that's like specific to her. It's more general or equipment that Billy gives her. So I'm a little unsure what to give Mari for that. Okay, that is the right thing. I think we need a line here for the wall. Nope. Needs to be on a separate layer, just in case. These ones I am not coloring. Absolutely not. No wonder it used to take me much longer. Next comic will be flat colors with minimal shading and as many modification layers as it takes. I will not be doing any coloring. the bed sheets are white, and that's easy. And then okay, I like it. I think it works. So now this one looks like this. It used to be, actually, what I'm gonna do, can I do that? Yes, I can. It used to be this, and now it's this, and I think it's much better. Would this one benefit from being a full page? Maybe? This one not far. I think for the night sky it would be really pretty. I can do full page. I also want multiple layers in this. We're gonna just have some shapes. This is basically the shape of like the trees in the forest. And then we have the moon. And the stars I'm not gonna pre-make. I'm trying to be less of a perfectionist about the shapes of things. So the moon isn't perfect, but it's good enough. One of my friends on the Discord counted how many pages they made. And their total was about 363, I think, pages. Which is so many. And so we counted, and that's about 2 pages a day since they started in November. Which is both a lot and not that much when you take into consideration like the amount of detail, color or not, because their pages are in black and white. And if I remember correctly, mostly line art. Not a lot of like detailed shading, but 2 pages a day is still a lot of pages, and it made me consider like, could I do 2 pages a day? Probably not. I couldn't do 2 pages a day every day, but I think on average I could do about this much if I organize my time a little differently. To be honest, if with the rhythm I'm currently doing, maybe I could, but with the publications I had before, which was 1 page 3 times a week rather than however many page once a week, so I do 1 chapter a month, I think it was slowing me down a lot. Especially when some of the pages were really simple, which isn't ideal to read them and to follow the story through the weeks. It was a lighter workload on me, that's for sure, but as a reader experience, it's not the greatest. Also, I'm thinking once I'm done with this volume, like fixing all the mistakes, adding the missing pages, making a cleaner cover that reflects the way I draw the characters now, and that is like better designed. I'm probably gonna put it as a PDF purchase on my Patreon and Ko-fi. Right now, printing isn't really a priority for me, because it's only the first volume, and I would rather do the complete story all at once. Like if I do 3 volumes, all 3 in one go, because that's expensive. I'm gonna get 1 printed for me, and depending on what I can find and how much it costs, I might also get a few printed as like extra to give to friends, and probably not my family unless I translate the whole thing, which I guess I could do, but it would be a second version to print anyway. But for a full physical release, I'm gonna wait. I don't have the audience anyway to make it worth it for now. So, but I want my little personal copy on my shelf. Okay, now the moon is gonna be in pure white. And so will the stars. Okay, the only thing with this brush is that me just making a dot requires a lot of pressure. So I'm gonna use this one. Size is going to match. Maybe the same actually. No. Perfect. I could technically do it with like one of the stars brushes that I have, except it would not be the same. And now that I've committed to using this brush for everything, I don't know if it would be like noticeable, but I would know. I would absolutely know. And I would hate it. Man, I wish that was the sky at night. But I live in the city, so light pollution is horrible. Okay. That's another one done. Where's, okay. For this one, do we need anything? No, because here it matches. Is that the last one? No, there's one here as well. That's after Billy goes home. I guess I could add something and some text here. I don't know. Oh, it's so cold. It's raining again at all time. How can I change this? I don't want to do the same thing with the night sky here. Because if I did, I could like expand this panel, remove the last one and make this one longer, and then use the last panel for the other page, but that would be basically exactly the same as 2 chapters before. Maybe what I can do is something similar. For the last page, do as I said, the panel. And for this one, because that's what, the window here, which we were seeing before. Where's her desk in her room? Did I ever establish that? Because I don't think I did. Here we don't see. I could give her a desk right here and put her desk here with her laptop. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Or maybe more interesting. Oh. No, okay. I thought there was that on the next page, but like this. and the window behind her. I really like these kinds of compositions. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna do this. I'm also gonna go get a hoodie because it's really cold. Alright, I have acquired long sleeves, which is very good. I think I'm gonna do something else after this page. It's Wednesday, which isn't ideal, but I think I talked about this before, I'm not sure. On TikTok, I found a creator who runs a weekly challenge to... The goal is to create a 4-page one-shot in a week. On, like, not as a main project, but like on the side of other things that you can do. Because that creator has a main manga they're working on, and this is like as extra practice, which I think is a really cool idea. The only problem is that 4-page doesn't seem like a lot until you have to come up with an actual story to fill those 4 pages. And manga is a style that I don't really draw very often. I want to get into it because I've always wanted to learn, but like for right now it's not something I can just whip out pretty quickly. So I don't know. I think I want to do like at least some boards, some sketches. I want something kind of soft in terms of story. Something like not action, not something dramatic, just kind of a day in the life sort of vibe. Just very simple, very relaxing. Yeah. That's the idea at least. And the thing that they were talking about is that basically it's in 4 pages you have to tell a story. It doesn't have to be 4 pages. The concept also exists in like 4 components. They talk about it in Look Back a little bit. It's like those little comic strips, well, manga strips that they do in the movie. I haven't read the manga yet. It's like a story in 4 parts. And usually in Western comics, I think it would be 3. I forget the name. In Japanese completely, I don't have it in mind. And through these 4 components, you just basically tell, I think it's like the situation at the beginning, what happens part 2 and the reaction to what happens, or the setup, the first part of something, second part, and the reaction. I don't have the details, I would need to look it up for a better explanation. Please look it up, other people explain it so much better, with like actual names and details. But that's the basic idea, and instead of doing 4 panels, you do 4 pages. And I think that would be pretty interesting to at least do like in storyboards. I don't know if I can do 4 finished pages on top of everything else. Because like as the only thing I'm doing in a week on top of like just regular work, no problem. Easy. But while trying to do my regular pages for the Ghost Hunting Club and just generally other projects, it's kind of a lot. What are you wearing at this point in the story? Oh, she's wearing the outfit. This one. Cool. Outfit that I still love. I want to draw like little illustrations that maybe go with the chapters of the 2 of them in the different places they've gone to. There's not that many so far, so wouldn't be too much. Nope. Didn't I remove that shortcut? I thought I did. Because technically there's a wall like in front of her, so I don't have to really do anything on the desk. For the window. I'm not gonna draw the second line because I don't think it would look very nice. Okay, that looks reasonably like her. Trop moche. Ouais, ici aussi. C'est horrible. J'étais trop contente, je me disais ah, le printemps, le soleil, je revis, ça y est. Et bam, une semaine de pluie. J'ai acheté la psy, c'est un polar écrit par la même meuf que la femme de ménage. Tu l'as fini celui-là, non? Il me semble que tu en as parlé l'autre jour. Histoire de lire un truc de bonne ambiance. Je train de le lire, c'est une lecture commune avec une streameuse. Ouh! Petit club de lecture, c'est trop bien. Bien. Tu dois lire un certain nombre de pages par jour. Ouf. Sur une semaine en général ou c'est forcément par jour? Je pense que je pourrais pas faire un truc comme ça. Parce que soit j'ai genre vraiment trop envie de lire et je lis tout un truc d'un coup. Je suis en mode ouais plus tard. Et je touche pas pendant 4 jours. J'essaye de lire des trucs tous les jours. Mais quand j'ai pas trop d'histoires qui me passionnent particulièrement, je lis des comics. Je rattrape les chapitres que j'ai manqués des comics de mes potes. Il y en a beaucoup. On a une date de début et de fin avec des chapitres à lire par jour. Ok. Vous allez y passer un moment du coup. Enfin, je sais pas s'il est très long. Good enough. Well, actually. Good enough. Oh, I forgot the line of the desk. It's fine. I also made it a full page, but I'm gonna change that. Because there's no reason for it to be one. I could even probably leave this one. Or I would need to move the moon maybe, but Oh, it's been an hour and a half. Well, it's 11. I'm not gonna take a break now. Thought I was gonna sneeze, but no. Whatever. Oh, and the desk. I forgot that. The way I would not do this and immediately change into pajamas as soon as I got home. Which I usually do when I go anywhere. I just like to be comfy. I also have 2 shots of animation I need to do. Well, more than 2, but for Monday, I have 2. I don't think it's gonna take me too long. I colored this one? Yes, I did. One of them I already started, but there were some corrections. Some changes. So I need to see what needs to be updated. But I don't think it's gonna take very long. And the other one I haven't looked at. So we'll see. I'm also very excited because more of the shots are gonna get colored. And I can't wait to see what it looks like with the color. I also still need to finish my coloring for the choose your character. But I spent a million years on it. Because as it turns out, apparently for animation cells, you can't have multiple layers of line art as a reference. Like, it just won't work. It doesn't consider that my lines are closed, so it's taking a million years to color with like this tool, the close and fill. And I realized that I forgot she has sleeves and I colored her arms the wrong color. And I can't just change the color of the layer because I did both the arms and the little decker, the little sleeve thing that looks like this on the same layer, which was dumb. So now I have to redo every single frame of that. So that this leaves it blue. And it kind of pissed me off and I just closed it. I haven't opened it in a few days. I was like, oh, I'm so close to being done. And then I looked at the reference, looked at my drawing and thought, there's something odd, there's something different. And yes, there is something very different. I was gonna say that looks very light, but it's actually fine. Okay. That's gonna be that for those pages. Which means that now I haven't changed anything in this one. In this one either, but okay, sure. For all the chapters from the beginning, the the cover is on a spread that looks clean. That's the first one, the second one, the third one. The first chapter is so short. Wow. Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, so we added this page. Chapter 6 is here and we added this page. Oh, the stars are not visible at all from here. This one was already fine. That's Chapter 7. And Chapter 8 is here and we added this page. This stayed the same. This stayed the same. This also stayed the same. It's this one that I changed as well. Okay, not bad. Gotta unshrimp a little bit so my spine doesn't become permanently curled. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. Those two are fine. This one is fine. And this one is fine. Oh! I thought there was one more. Oh, that's awesome, actually. That means we're done for this part. I'm hesitant to change the text in some places. Because for most of the early chapters, the text is size 18. Like here. This is size 18, and then later on, like in the latest pages, I'm gonna take one, not from the latest chapter, from what's already out. I think this page is already released. I mean, everything's on Patreon, but this is size 15. This is 18, and it's really big, but I wasn't making the pages with as many panels. Like I put more panels in one page than I used to. So I don't know if it's worth it to go and correct that, considering that I might have to adjust some of the speech bubbles quite a lot. Because I'm pretty sure... Is this locked? Yes, it is. Oh. Because if I change this to 15... Yeah. This is okay, but for this one I probably need to adjust the bubble a little bit. And that's like... probably a day of doing just that. Because it takes a million years to change the text. I'm gonna leave it as it was. Just so I don't have a random one that's different from the others. But yeah. That's how it looks for now. I don't know why it prompts me to save the pages when I open them. That's so weird. Is it because I moved them? Because I changed the folder name in which this file is located, but I don't think that has any influence. It's so weird. But yeah, anyway, that's one of the things. And the other one is this. It's technically not in the right file, but whatever. I got started on the little starter pack thingy, as I was saying. So for Billy, the conspiracy board, the camera, the book, her little coffee cup, and her phone. And for Mari, she's got her phone, her laptop, but I don't know what else to give her. I honestly have no idea what I even could give her that would be interesting and that wouldn't be like simple. I'm thinking a backpack because in the... Oh, that's in yet another file, isn't it? It is. It's in this one. In this design, well, it's not inked, but she has a bag that has like their whole lives in it. So I think that would be cool. And maybe some equipment, like some little machines and stuff. I don't know. On this, she has the camera on her side because she's the one carrying it, and those things are in Billy's pockets, not like in the bag. Des post-it. Pour qu'après ça aille là-dessus, en vrai c'est pas con. On va rajouter ça. Hop. C'est la bonne taille, oui. Très propre, très... On va lui mettre un petit crayon dedans. Trop sympa. Bah le truc c'est que ça c'est plus des choses que Billy, elle porterait sûrement. Genre vu que son délire c'est les fantômes et Marie pas trop. Je sais pas. En fait le truc c'est que les trucs du club sont pas tant liés à Marie. Et c'est un peu genre... Bah, ça me fait un peu chier parce que c'est un peu genre j'ai pas de truc pour toi. Du coup c'est des trucs par rapport à l'histoire en général alors que Billy c'est plus bah c'est son centre d'intérêt principal quoi. Mais vu que c'est aussi normal que au point de l'histoire où on en est on n'ait pas trop vu les centres d'intérêt de Marie. M'embête. Poisson, des barres de chocolat. Ok. Il aura 4 petits trucs. Il y en aura un grand et 2 petits. Je vais lui donner une barre de céréales comme t'avais l'autre jour. Alors, ça c'est comme ça. Et ça c'est collé. Il faut que je la déplace un peu. Mais voilà, et je vais mettre le logo en haut. Le retravailler un peu pour qu'il soit plus petit et moins détaillé, parce que du coup dans le truc du comics il est quand même assez détaillé. Et faire ça comme ça. Et pour le prix, j'ai mis dans un des chapitres, elles vont acheter des livres et tout. Et pour la monnaie, j'ai pas donné de nom, j'ai juste mis un V comme ça. Et du coup, je me suis dit que ce serait pareil. C'est pas propre. Nope. Actually, I can do something better. I removed the mirroring from my favorite sketching pen, and I cannot figure out how to get it back, which is quite annoying. It's supposed to be really simple too. I'm probably just looking at the wrong menu, but it's annoying. Okay, back to the regular pen. Do I have the logo? I mean, of course I do. Do I have it clean? Yes, and colored. Perfect. The thing is that it's quite big. And it's also not the most ideal layout for something like this. So I'm probably gonna redraw it, like change a little bit. For these, I find a cool font and use that, and then trace it with the trace it with the project brush so that it looks consistent with everything else. We're gonna copy that camera. So it is Billy's camera. Mary doesn't have all that. And why would she? the lovely conspiracy board, which proves aliens exist if you look in the right places, and ghosts, and all kinds of monsters. I just think it's funnier if they prove aliens. So I'm gonna put a lid, because otherwise it's a too small piece. And then for her outfit, I chose to give her the one I first created for the very first comic. Which it doesn't really wear often for now. The little elastic thing that holds her in place. And not forget the pockets. Which I almost forgot on a couple pages of the latest chapter, but that's fine. And I would be Billy. Probably need to move a few things around. I think I'm just gonna go have lunch though. Because I'm done for now. Don't want to do Mari right now, so I'll do it later. Yep. I think that's it for me. Did all of these, which I didn't expect to finish today, which is pretty cool. This, I'll do Mari later. Maybe I'll do more tomorrow. I don't know. And this afternoon, in a few hours, I'll be playing Genshin. Chapitre, c'est combien de pages? En fait, ça dépend. Le premier, il fait vraiment 12 pages, ce qui est minuscule, ce qui est presque rien. Et quand j'y pense, je me dis oh là là, c'est si peu. Il y en a un qui va jusqu'à 25, bah 26 du coup, vu que j'ai rajouté des pages là. Bah genre ça. Je sais pas si c'est lui ou si c'est celui d'après, mais en tout cas il y en a un qui fait 25 pages. Et sur les derniers, j'essaye de faire toujours 20 pages. Genre les deux derniers, ils font exactement 20 pages pour avoir la couverture qui est bien alignée avec la page blanche qui va juste avant. Et tout ça. Il y a juste celui-là qui est un petit peu plus court parce que j'avais plus rien à dire. Ou celui-là, je crois. Ouais, celui-là. Le 7. Parce que j'avais fait 14 ou 16 pages et j'avais plus rien à dire. Donc je me suis dit, je vais pas me faire chier à dessiner 4 pages en plus pour rien. Et j'ai pas fait. Au final, j'ai rajouté celle-là. Mais... voilà. Nombre pair. Pour que ça s'imprime joliment. Un truc auquel j'aurais dû penser avant, mais... Et juste, ouais, sur mon fichier, il faut que je rajoute... Parce qu'en fait, ça, c'est pas considéré comme une page de couverture, entre guillemets. C'est considéré comme une page 1. Et je rajouterai la couverture dans un autre fichier, théoriquement. Mais j'ai pas très envie de faire un autre fichier, je pense. Donc peut-être que je vais l'enlever. Enlever celle-là. Garder ça comme page 1. Et après, rajouter la couverture. Ça sur la couverture, mais modifier parce que comme ça, c'est moche. Et pareil pour la fin, il faut que j'enlève ça, qui est mon truc de référence. Et je voudrais faire un petit papier, genre un petit design pour l'intérieur. Tu sais, quand tu ouvres la couverture d'un livre, directement collé à l'intérieur de la couverture, je sais pas comment ça s'appelle, mais cette feuille-là, tu peux avoir un joli design. Voilà. Mais pour ça, il faut que je vois... pour la couverture, il faut que je vois quelle taille ça fera le livre au final, puisque là j'ai 211 pages. Bah, il y aura encore des petits ajustements, mais une fois que j'aurai mis tout ça, voir la taille de la reliure pour du A5. Donc voilà, mes pages. Mon pot comics qui fait 200 pages. J'ai dessiné 200 pages. C'était si long. Il faut que j'en fasse 200 autres. Enfin voilà. I'm gonna go have lunch. I will see you, some of you, this afternoon for Guillotine. Tomorrow I'm drawing again. I'm supposed to be doing pages, but I honestly don't think I will, because I'm done with this. So I don't know. We'll do whatever. Some more art stuff. And on Friday I'm doing a sketching stream. It'll probably be silent, because my partner is working from home. And yeah, put some music and all. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye!